Welcome, Karyn. Thank you so much for being here. So you are a mother of two grown children, a brand new grandmother.
Yes.
Yeah, 6-week-old granddaughter? Or
Granddaughter, yeah.
Granddaughter, amazing. And you are a part-time community pharmacist and also,
Full-time.
Full-time. Oh, full-time. So you're working full-time. And then you also are starting your business or have recently started. When did you start your business?
I started it out a number of years ago, back in 2007, and took a break for a while.
Okay.
So now it's all evolved.
So what is your business in addition to being a full-time pharmacist?
I work as an integrative practitioner also. I teach medicine making classes. I do hands-on Reiki and energy work. I do a lot of what people might call coaching in that aspect, and I'm a medical intuitive, so I bring that in also.
Wow. And was that something you were always, what brought you to the integrative health practicing?
Just wanting to know more about the body, absolutely, and knowing that it's fascinating that we can heal ourselves, but a lot of times we need help. We need a community, and our community is not only people, but it's the different modalities to heal.
So how did you hear about Origin?
I want to say it was maybe a promotional live one that you did.
Like a webinar or something?
Yeah,
Cool.
exactly. And I ended up actually popping and chatting and doing my hashtag of moms, grandmoms, and you were like, hey.
I love that.
Yeah.
And how did it feel? Like, do you remember how it felt watching the information and what resonated with you specifically about it?
The feminine aspect of being able to be an entrepreneur or run a business already and being a mom, and that it's really all okay. And we can do it, and we're gonna struggle, and we're gonna bump, and we're all gonna do it together. And just that feeling of like, wow, I'm really not alone in this, and I'm really not crazy.
Yeah, that's great.
Well, it might be crazy, but okay.
We are all a little bit crazy.
Because we love that.
Yeah, totally. And where were you in your life at the time that you began to see Origin on social media and emails? What was going on in your life, in your business, in your personal life with your mothering?
With my mothering in general, like I said, I had the 2 adult children. I had a grandbaby on the way, and I was mothering my mother back to spirit. So I was journeying with her on her journey out of this lifetime, which was quite the gift. And I took the time to like really settle with that. And then as I evolved and I emerged from that in the springtime, that was when I knew something. I knew energetically in myself that something was going to happen, and I had really asked for it. I had put that out to the universe and asked for it, and I was doing laundry and folding laundry and found that pop up in my feed, and that was great.
That's kind of the beauty of the internet.
Exactly.
It's like, well, I was clicking, I was scrolling, and somehow.
Yep.
And then, so you've been part of Origin for a little while now. What part of it works for you the most? Like, what do you like the best about Origin?
Oh, wow. That's because I love it all. And that's a good question. The feeling part of it is this welcome home. And that was really big for me. You know, I felt like I was really home in the community. Because at first I wasn't sure, like, okay, you know, I'm not a young mom, and I'm like, you know, but I'm a mom, I'm a grandmom, and I love all of this, and wow, do I wish I had this when my kids were young, so thank you. The business part of it, I really, really love that. Being able to look at our cycles, because that always resonated with me, is not just go out, get, target, go after, and I understand action, but for me it was always, I loved inviting people to my house for a party, so let's do that. And inviting people in, because that's our feminine aspect in general, and anatomically also.
Yeah, that's true, actually. Yeah.
If females will invite in. And
as opposed to always going out.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So if we look at we need both the feminine and masculine aspects, and it works in different ways. But I love being able to take in, nurture, grow, and birth. And that's what we can do. And we can do that with our cycles. And knowing that, and I catch myself, people can think I'm crazy because I'm explaining to them at certain times I feel much more creative, and other times I just want to, everybody go away. I need to do my within work. And then other times I'm very domestic and I want to do those kind of things. So this all worked and the planning worked, and I just love it. So
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Have there been any specific trainings or any specific pieces of content that really have been helpful to you in a practical way so far?
Yes, I want to say probably all of the how-tos at this point. It really gets down to the grounded basics, which is kind of what I'm all about anyway. And the calendar is awesome. That was really helpful for me structuring wise, because I tend to be scattered. I tend to be really all over the place. So that kind of structure was great. I loved the energy tracker because it got me personally to focus and to look at how is my energy during the day. Kind of almost got me to be my own best client.
Yeah.
And that's awesome. Key. Cool. I think we need to, my personal feeling is I need to do that, or we need to do that in general. And so I like that. And watching the phases of the moon and the cycle, where I'm now perimenopausal, so that cycle's really interesting.
Yeah, it's a whole different relationship with your cycle.
It is a very different. I look at it more of a bringing the wisdom in instead of expressing it out. So I'm looking at what exactly that means for me, and what it can mean for women in general with perimenopause and menopause, and where we go from there. Right.
And it's so important to know that, I feel like in our culture, when women approach menopause, there's this feeling of for sure there is an ending, but then there's also an opening to a whole new chapter, and you don't end being a cyclical being, because we're all still connected to the moon.
Right.
So I'm glad that you mentioned that. That's been helpful to know that there's not only your personal cycle, but there's the lunar cycle, and we can sync up with either one.
Exactly. And I love that. That's always been really important to me. Like, I can almost, I want to say the word smell when the moon is happening. Yeah. There's a difference in the air. There's a difference in everything around me. So it's a great sense. Yeah.
And for you, what sort of results have you gotten in your business life from being part of Origin? Shifted.
It's shifted with inviting clients in. I haven't actually done outreach and advertising, and 2 clients have already come in.
Cool.
So the way I feel like I've shifted my invite and who I am and my outlook, and being okay with who I am instead of having to be someone that I'm not, because the business world says you have to be this way. No, I actually can fire dance around and do things like that, and talk about medical intuition and what I see and feel with people. And that has actually had other people refer clients into me and say, you need to go talk to her. So that's been really awesome.
Now, when you joined Origin, what were you hoping to get out of it? What was your desire as being part of the community or accessing the content?
More connection with women friends, with women entrepreneur, and really on a business aspect of it. And then when I got more involved in it, I found the community to be just nurturing, so very nurturing. And I don't think that people think about that in an online community. But I would say my first leap was when I thought, okay, mom entrepreneurs, business, a holistic way to look at business, perfect. I love this. This is exactly what I need. And it is exactly what I need. Thank you.
You're so welcome. You're so welcome. Now, for you moving forward, what do you see for your business with the support of the women within Origin and the content? What do you see for yourself moving forward?
Oh, wow. Lots of things. I see myself staying within the community. I feel like I'm home.
Great.
I really feel like I'm home, and I feel like I'm home no matter where I am. That's the beauty of it. Like, I could be traveling the world, I could be up, visiting my daughter, and log in, and my community's there. Absolutely. Nurturing, definitely, with growing my business and learning from the other members and learning from you how to do this well, and how to do it healthy, and how to slow down and do it simply. It's that do less. I feel like I've accomplished so much more personally and with my business on a grounding level since I've joined the community.
I love hearing that.
Yeah.
Thank you. Is there anything else that you feel like it's important for other women to know about your own journey as a mom, entrepreneur, or about Origin?
Join.
Great.
You're gonna love it. You can't not love it. There's a lot within the community, and yet all of it's helpful, and you don't have to participate in every single thing. Take your time. Take your time. Do what feels right for you, and you will get the most out of it that way. Absolutely. And when you do log on, or you do get in, or you do meet with people, you're going to meet with the right people. You're going to connect in exactly the way you're supposed to. Absolutely. Take a breath, and the beauty of the community is there is if you walk away for a little while, you come back, guess what? We're still there. We're still there. We still love you.
That's beautiful. Thank you so much. It's really a pleasure to get to know your story, and I'm so excited to see what else you create. Thanks for coming today.
Thank you. This was wonderful. Thank you for having me.